Welcome to All Things ETH. My name is Aaron. On this channel, we talk about all things Ethereum, news, projects, play to earn, NFTs, and price. If this is what you like to hear about, go ahead and smash the like button for me, hit the subscribe and notification bell to hear more. Today, we are talking about play to earn, and what better place to start for my first play to earn episode than Axie Infinity. Let's move over to my screen here. As you can see, I've been playing Axie. I've got 3 Axies in a team. I've actually got a 4th that I've been starting to breed with. And today I've got a special little gift for you guys. I'm gonna change my first egg into an adult. So I'm gonna morph it into an adult and we're gonna see what I get. But if this is all news to you, this is all brand new to you, welcome to the world of crypto, play to earn gaming, and let's get into what this means and what does it mean to play to earn. So Axie Infinity has been around for a couple years. We've been I only got into it a couple months ago, so I'm new to this as well. But I've been playing for, like I said, a couple months, and so you buy these NFT characters, these little oxalotls or axolotls. You buy them from the marketplace, which is right over here. This is my inventory, but let me get to the marketplace here. Each one of these, you're looking at minimum like a couple $100 for this single axolotl or Axie, and to make a team of 3, obviously you're going to be spending a couple $100 each. But the cool thing is these are one-of-a-kind NFTs, and they hold their value, which is really important, because when you're spending $1,000 or $600 at minimum for a team, and that's like super minimum, because as you'll see, you want to get good stats for your team to make sure that you have a good team to be winning these PvP matches, player versus player, against somebody else in the world, or against the PvE, or the computer, if you will. I'll show you the 2 different modes during this episode. We'll hopefully win a couple matches and gain some SLP, or small love potion, which is the thing that you earn in game, and then you can trade it in for fiat. You can transfer it into your from Axie Infinity through the Ronin bridge, which is their network. Ronin is the Axie Infinity, or the developer of Axie Infinity, their wallet, if you will. And then you can transfer it from Ronin to a wallet like MetaMask, and then get it into, your Coinbase account or your Binance account to trade it for cash, actually. So we'll look at the price of Axies, the price of SLP, the price of the AXOS token, which is the Axie Infinity token, which you also need and can earn during this process. And then I'll show you some things inside of the game here. So the Axie Infinity is based on the Ethereum network. When you are buying and purchasing these NFTs, you have full security of the ETH network behind you, which is something I really liked. It's not built on some third-party chain or some new chain that's not as commonly used as the Ethereum network, so you've got a little bit of security there. If you've watched my other video about losing my ETH, I was in the process of transferring Ethereum into my Ronin bridge account, and I accidentally did it wrong. And the cool thing was that since it's built on the ETH network, I was able to take my Ronin wallet private key and go find the Ethereum, the address that it was placed into, the wallet that I thought I'd transferred it to. Turns out it was my wallet, and I was able to put in my private key from my Ronin bridge account, and actually tell my MetaMask that I actually owned the wallet that I sent the ETH to. And that was just it was really nice to have that sense of security when sending to this network and playing in this game, and knowing that since it's based on Ethereum. These prices are going to go up and down with the Ethereum price, which is helpful to do all the the calculation of your transfer. You're buying these things, these Axies, and you want to make sure that they hold their value while they do go up and down with the Ethereum price, and you're buying them in dollar amounts or in Ethereum, like these guys here. So 0.054 ETH. This number here is going to change more than this number here as far as your purchase price, because it does adjust with the price of Ethereum for the most part. So let's get into it. So my personal inventory is these guys here, and I think I'm gonna wait till the end of the video to show you what this looks like. This egg is gonna turn into one of these Axies, and I'm pretty stoked because it takes 5 days once you breed these a couple of these Axies together to get it to full maturity, and I did it 5 days ago. So I wanted to wait until I recorded this video before I show it to the world, so I get to a real reaction on camera. And there was a cool animation when I breeded the two as well, so I want to see if there's any cool animation on the development side from an egg to a full-grown Axie. So we'll get to that in a second. But I bought each one of these initially, like I said, a couple months ago, and this one I bought for 0.09 ETH, which is my tank. Plants in general are good tanks up front in your Axie lineup. You'll see why that is in a little bit. I bought another plant tank to breed with my original tank, and I've actually been using this newer one because it's more pure and it has better cards in my PvP tournament games. This guy's a bird. I like to put him at the back of my line. He does a lot of damage. And then we have my beast, and my beast will also, he's my midliner, which means he's kind of my utility player. He's got a lot of damage, but it also steals a lot of energy and creates a lot of energy for me, which is really important in game. So so how do you win SLP in this game, and how do you actually play to earn, as the title of this video is play to earn? Well, let me show you the game. If you go into Axie Infinity, you've got two modes, adventure mode and arena mode. And arena is the PvP mode where you're playing against other players that are real teams. In fact, I'll show you one real quick. We're gonna pull open a game, and in this mode, when you have energy, which you're given 20 energy per game, you're given energy every day. Every 24 hours you get 20 energy, unless you have more than 9 Axies. If you have more than 9 Axies, well, then you get 40 energy. As long as you have energy in PvP mode and you're of a certain score, a certain level, you're going to earn SLP in game. Personally, I'm not good enough. I don't play this often enough and not good enough to be in that place where I'm actually going to earn SLP in PvP, though I am starting to breed and hope to make better Axies so that I can get myself into that mode. So what I'm doing here is putting a big shield on my tank while I accumulate other cards to deal a lot of damage at once. So the first turn I stole some energy and put up a big shield on my tank here. This time I'm going to go with this card that I'll jump to this bird and actually bypass and hopefully take him out in one swoop here. So let's see what happens. My bird is fastest, so he goes first in this specific PvP one-on-one here. My bird is faster than his bird, and I did take him out, which I'm super stoked about. He's going to probably take out my tank, but that's what I intended to do. I want to have my front line there to not deal damage, but to take a lot of damage while I amass all these cards. So this next turn, I'm going to counter with some couple cards. One of those cards is a big auto crit as long as I have play it with 2 other cards, and then there's those 2 cards that I played it with gain energy if there's a crit with them. So you guaranteed 2 energy with this. And let's see what happens here. If a lot of this is gibberish, you're probably not into gaming, but I did want to show you that there's, if you are into gaming, that this is a really fun game. It's a lot like chess in, or Magic the Gathering or Pokemon, where you're taking these characters and using their moves to the best potential. So it looks like we got another crit card over here. Let me see. I'm going to try this. I'm going to hit their tank with a couple cards up front. Hopefully it doesn't put too much of a shield up. And then I'm going to hit his backline with these, with this crit and 2 heal cards that deal a decent... Oh, he put too big of a shield up. I'm not going to be able to take down all that shield unless I crit. Nope, didn't crit. And it's going to waste all those cards. Oh, that's rough. Shields are really important in this game. And I did not, as I'm talking to you, I didn't take advantage of the... man, I didn't play that well at all. He's probably going to beat me now. But I do have 2 Axies to his 1, so good luck to me. Here we go. Little shield, little damage. Just going to try and get a lot of cards from my bird here. Let's see what I can do. He's likely going to kill me here. But I may have done enough damage to him right there to be able to... Oh, this is going to be close. I'm going to go all out. I think I can get him. See what happens. Oh, big shield. It'll be really close. And I might actually... As long as he doesn't go in at last stand, I might have a chance here. Oh, he didn't go to last stand. Last stand would mean he's got extra energy after his full energy's down. And he would be able to go into his cards. Alright, so I gained, here's my ranking. I'm super low in the rankings. I let my son play this game every once in a while too, which brings us down because he's, you know, pretty young and just starting to get into this game too. But if my score was of 800 plus, I would have made, I believe it's 1 SLP per win in this, and then each time you rank up, every couple hundred, you get 2 SLP at 1,000. You know, 1,200 is 3 SLP, these sorts of things. And so I wanted to show you the PvP mode. It's your 3 Axies, your best 3 Axies against somebody else's best 3 Axies, and you're competing head to head. And this is they've focused this season, this 6-week period of the game, more on PvP than they do on the PvE side as far as play to earn. And it's really helped the dynamics of this game. People were earning too much SLP and the price of SLP was plummeting because there was too much minted. And so the founders and the governing bodies at Axie Infinity have decided that this season in particular would be more PvP focused. And if you're in the top 1,000 players in this PvP arena for this 6-week period, there's a lot of earnings potential. In fact, go check it out. You know, I think you win like at the very bottom. If you're the 1,000th on that leaderboard, minimum you're making like $500 in AXS tokens, and it's up to I think almost $500,000. I'd have to look that up particularly. I'm not going to take the time today, but you're going to make like 10,000 AXS, which relates to over. I'm sorry, it's not $500,000. That's crazy, but like $50,000. I think is the top prize for the #1 player, which is a significant amount of money, especially for a lot of the people who are playing. This game has had a crazy national or international phenomenon. A lot of players are coming out of the Philippines in particular to make more money in a day than they would at a normal job. It's just crazy to think that somebody in the Philippines can actually make more money in SLP conversion on a daily basis and would actually translate into more money in their pockets than they would at a normal, job in the Philippines. So it's bringing people up in their economics. It's really messing with Anyway, there's a lot of people in the Philippines playing this game, and Southeast Asia in particular. Another reason why this is because you can actually, and you're encouraged to do something called a scholarship. So many people, especially outside of the U.S. And first world countries, aren't able to buy these Axies at such a high price. I mean, when you're talking, $200 minimum for a decent Axie with decent cards to play in PvP and PvE to earn that SLP, it's really important for those of us who can afford to buy a full team, lend them out to somebody else who can play and earn for you, and then split that SLP at the end of the day. And then you can earn $10 to $15 a day if you especially if you're a higher ranker in the PvP arena. What I want to show you quick is every day if you play. If you win 2 arena matches, like it says here, and if you just participate in 10 PvE or PvE levels, and then you check in every day, you get a minimum of 25 SLP, which 25 SLP times, I think it's at like 10 cents is $2.50. Well, you can more than double that by, in fact, you can triple that by going to the adventure mode, and you can win up to 50 SLP in adventure mode, and you do it by doing this. So I'm going to use this level for, I know I can win it, and I know I'm going to get an immediate 2 SLP at the end of it. So going in adventure mode, using the same team, could have used another team of Axies to level them up. Since I have energy, they're going to get more experience points in PvE, and the more you get in experience points in PvE, the further you can get, and the faster you can accumulate SLP by winning higher and higher levels. This is a lower level. I'm only going to get 2 at the end of it, but I know I can win it. So I'm going to show you how that works. I'm going to throw all I can at these guys right out of the gate. And even don't have enough energy for that, but that's okay. See how we do here. I should, by the end of this round, which takes about, 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how well I'm doing in this particular match. I'm going to win 2 SLP at the end of this. So 20 cents for every 3 minutes for me isn't a great return, as I can easily make $100 an hour in my normal job, just where I'm at in my earnings, at nearly 40 years old. But this is why I have my son play this for me occasionally and win me some SLP, which is pretty fun to play with him. I'm gonna do this one more time, see if I can't take out their team entirely. Up here it shows that there's 2 rounds in this particular PvE arena. So crit this first guy, and then hit the second guy with those 2. Hopefully it doesn't put too much. Nope, no shield. Awesome. I'm going to finish this one up pretty quickly. I think this will only be a couple minutes for my 2 SLP, which is pretty odd. Going to take out my tank here. Bummer, didn't get to use what I wanted to on the tank. Let's see if I can still win. That white tank, that white plant is a little bit less experienced than my original plant in PvE mode, so he gets taken out a little sooner, but I still think I can pull out a win here. Ooh, big crit. Ouch. Alright, let's take out this front guy. Shouldn't be hard with that, and then I'll knock him out. Start working on this second guy here. Oh, I forgot that was a bypass. And, oh, this is going to hurt. Okay, well, we got a miss too because of the confusion there. Okay. Alright, I'm going to let him beat up on my beast. He's going to heal himself anyway. Oh, those are some big cards. I've timed that right. Alright, I think I should be able to take him out. Oh, it's going to be close. And if he gets to play back against me, then I don't know if I can withstand. Here we go. and barely lived through that. Well, that was fun. Pretty tight game for such a quick game, it was nice that it was quick, but man, I probably could have done that a little better. Anyway, I got those 2 SLP, made myself 20 cents. And you can see that over here. Well, you can make up to 50 a day within a 24-hour period. 2 to 3 minutes per 2. That's 25 games to get to 50. That's hour and a half, 2 hours. If you're moving real slow or distracted by anything, to make about what is that? $5 in SLP. So the $5 in SLP here plus the 25 for the quest, you're making about $7.50 per day playing this game for roughly 2 hours. If you want, you can start a scholarship and have somebody in a completely other side of the country working on this for you, which is pretty cool. And you can split that SLP. Most of the scholarships are 50-50 splits that I understand. I haven't done one yet because I've got one team that I'm playing with right now, and I'm working on building that other team. Well, let's talk about that, building another team. How do you breed Axies, and how do you create new team members, and how is this game even more play to earn in regards to how this game works? Well, what it comes down to is you can earn through the SLP creation. Obviously, if you're minting SLP, 2 per PvE match if you're at the right level, and then the 25 per day at the quest level, and then if you're high enough ranking, you can make even more on top of that. Some people are making easily $10 a day between all those different SLP rewards. Well, another way to think about this is in the creation of new Axies through breeding. Well, each one of these has how many times they've been bred, and you can breed them up to 7 times, but every time you breed them, you have to spend more in SLP. So right now, this guy's been bred twice. I need to spend 450 SLP to breed him a 3rd time. And then I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna not breed today because I don't have enough SLP to transfer in. But this guy requires 300, and plus the 450, I need another 750 to breed the next child of these 2 to get another plant. So my goal is to breed these guys at least 1 or 2 more times to have a total of, let's see, what would that be? 2 plus their child here, and then 2 more times. Then I'm going to have 5 plants. That would give me either 5 total teams that I could be playing with, as long as I started breeding these other 2 Axies to get more beasts and more birds. But my intent is to take the best one out of all the breeding and put them into the best team, and then sell the rest of them. So once you've breeded 3 or 4 times, it's a really good idea to sell them at that point, because you're spending more in SLP to breed than it is profitable to sell these Axies. Another thing you have to take into account is you need some of these 2 of these AXS tokens every time you breed as well. And these right now are going between $60 and $80 over at Coinbase. You can actually buy AXS tokens, and that's what I did here. I bought 4. I transferred them into my Ronin bridge, my Ronin wallet, and then breeded the first time, and then I'll breed a second time with these second 2. But enough of that. So again, it's about 750 SLP between these 2 specific Axies to make another round. I think the first time I spent about 550 SLP to breed. It just goes up incrementally with each time they breed. So so you're spending more SLP with each time. Before I end this video, I wanted to make sure that I showed you this cool process of morphing an egg into adult, and I'm super excited to do this because I have waited a while to see this happen. So let's go for it. All right, so it's going to open up my Ronin wallet. I'm already logged in. I'm going to confirm that I want to do this, and Might take some time. I hope it doesn't take too much time because I gotta make this speedy here. I don't know what's going on. Well, I'll come back to this in a second. There's no animation that when I breeded the first time, it, brought these two together and it put a heart around them, and there's this heart animation. It was really cute. I'm sort of bummed that there isn't sort of a cool animation on this side. Maybe there will be in a second, but all right, let's go back to see if my account's got still not updated. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna have to come back to that and see if we can do it later. But what I wanted to show you is when I decided to breed these two, I came into Axie Zone, and actually, if you take the the serial number, if you will, of your NFT Axie, and bring it into this Axie Zone breed simulator, you can actually see what sort of cards, what sort of attributes these things could have possibly if you breed them together. And so when each Axie has their own stats, so you can see all these different mouth cards, eye cards, tail cards, horn cards, back cards and ear cards, and all these things, rather their attributes, their body parts correlate to what cards they're going to have in the game. So pumpkin refers to this pumpkin back here, which is a really good shield card to make your tank especially good. This vegetable bite steals an energy from the other team if they have one available, and you have to play it with another pumpkin card for it to work. But that's related to the serious mouth here. So cactus on the horn deals 120% damage if this Axie is the last one. So you want a slower one for this one to take effect. I didn't do that with my first one. My first one was actually a faster tank because it had bird eyes. In fact, I can show you that real quick. The other parent of this baby here, yeah, has locusts as eyes, and I believe that's a bird trait, which made the speed of this Axie quite a bit faster than the other. And but this card, 120% damage, 20 extra % damage if you play last. So that's why you want it to be on a slower one. And then carrot on the tail here will if the shield breaks during that turn, you get an extra energy. So my team in general doesn't have any problem with energy because of this plant stealing some, and then the occasional breaking down of that that shield will get me some extra energy, plus my beast. I'll show you my beast here. My beast has a 0 cost card that gets us energy every time I play it, as well as this card, which I said during the match, if it's played with a crit, or if there's a critical hit during the time this card is played, there's an extra energy given. And I play this card a lot with this single combat card because it's a guaranteed critical if it's played with 2 other cards. So it's really good to play together, especially if you get like 2 of these and 1 of these, or 2 of these and 1 of these is even better because you get double energy plus the crit. So it's huge game changer for this card if you have these together. So anyway, let's go back, see if I can't. I don't see. Oh, I got it. Awesome. Okay, let's check out the stats here. This is the parent. Oh, I can't even. Shoot, I don't get stats yet. Well, it looks like. Interesting. So I have carrot, and I've got pumpkin, and I've got the cactus. But this mouth, I think this mouth, I'm going to have to go in and find out. I believe it's a heal card of some sort, especially if played on another plant. I'm going to have to go into right in the middle. Here we go. What is that mouth? It is herbivore, which gets you... Oh yeah, vegan diet. So heal this Axie by the damage this card inflicts on a plant target. So I want to play it against a tank on the other end to get 75 health back, which is pretty awesome. Anyway, you guys, I want to thank you for watching again. This episode is sponsored by Friedrichs Coffee. You can check out a link to their website if you want some great coffee roasted to order sent to your house. With a free shipping. There's a free ship code, FREESHIPUSA at checkout, and I'd love it if you'd go check them out. And thanks again for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to hear more about all things ETH. And today we had play to earn ETH games. So thanks a lot. See you later.